right now I want to show, I'm going to go to LinkedIn and show some real data here. So let me show my screen, and I just want to show you the market, what I see, right? What we all see when we're looking at this. Let me move this over here. All right. So actually, maybe we make this bigger. Okay. So here we are right here, right? This is the market. This is, when I say market, this is what I mean. So if I type in cyber security, I'm going to look at jobs. You can follow along with me if you like. I'm all I did was I'm on LinkedIn. I typed in cybersecurity and I'm typing in jobs. You want to know how to get a job. You're a university student. How do you get in this field? Now, all I did was type in cybersecurity. Now it is flagged on the United States. You know, wherever you happen to be, you want to change this to your location. These guys, what I'm trying to show you here is that most of these people are looking for experience. So let's just type this first one here. Let's just click this. They're looking for a very specific set of skills. So look at the skill set that they're looking for. And normally they want you to come in and hit the ground running. How do you do that? Now, this is a cloud architect job. So this is just so you know, cloud architect jobs, I can barely get I've been doing this 20 years and I can barely get one of these jobs because an architect is very, 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 very deep and wide in a lot of different things. But let's just look at the kind of things that they're wanting here. They want somebody who can design, implement, and maintain secure architecture. They are looking for somebody who can collaborate and influence, partner with business, technical stakeholders, and align. Now, right now, you're probably discouraged, like, man, I can't do this shit. Like, what the hell? But I want you to just see my point. I just want you to see my point. They're looking for a specific set of skills. And they want you to be able to do those skills. Now, first of all, look at this. Look at this number right here. You're not going to, probably more than likely not going to start at this number. $255,000 working at OpenAI, right? Probably not. This is a highly specialized GRC type person. They're looking for, let's look specifically at what they're looking at, what they're looking for, rather. If they have the job details, sometimes they don't. So I'm going to click on this. I want to see the actual job description here. Lead complex federal authorization for FedRAMP. They want you to know how to do FedRAMP ATOs. They want you to know frameworks. They want you to be able to translate government security frameworks, NIST 800, NIST 8171, and others, right? This is the kind of stuff they want you to be able to do. They want you to have 8 years of experience, blah, 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 blah. My point is you need to get experience immediately. Get your degree, right? Finish it up because that's going to make you way more competitive. But you need to be able to have skills. Like you need to be able to do the work as much as possible. So now the question you should be asking is like, well, what do I do? Well, right now you can be doing projects. You can be setting up your own router on campus or in your house. You can be setting up your own wireless networks. You can be setting up your own. It depends on what branch you want or what you want to do, because IT is a very huge field. Cybersecurity it's in IT, but it is still a gigantic umbrella. You can go into cryptography. You can go into incident response. You can go into GRC. You can go into, there's so many different areas you can go into, right? You need to choose like where you want to focus on first. Some good ones would be cloud, network engineering. Just off the top of my head, those are some of the more core fundamental things that you could learn that will set you on a really tight path. Networking and cloud are my two top go to. If I was starting off right now, I would be working. I would be sharpening my skills on one of those two, because those are foundational knowledge that once you know that to a certain level, other things you can build other things on top of it, you know. So that's where I would start if I were you. I would focus on like networking skills. Virtualization is also good. Any kind of virtualization is really really good. But cloud or networking is where I would do my projects. Make your own apps. You can make your own app, and these days you don't even have to be a coder to make an app. You can make your own app, put it out there, put it on advertise it on GitHub, right? That's a project you could do. And then when you are talking to an employer, which you will inevitably, you will talk to an employer, you can point them to your GitHub and say, hey, I made this project. And I'm not talking about an app that's going to make $1 billion and get bought by Meta. I'm talking about some app that helps you out. Like make your own app or your own service or whatever, just to mess around with it. Something that's solid enough to where you can point it to other people and say, yeah, I made this. This was a project I did. This demonstrates what you know. You can do projects at your school. A person who's followed me for years, like this dude, man, holy shit, so sharp. He's in college. What he did is he became a working student, and so essentially he was helping them fix laptops, image laptops, things, basic help desk stuff. But that skill right there is definitely going to get him in the door at some company. Another thing you can do is, and I see some comments popping up here that I'm gonna read to you too. Some other people who are very skilled that's been doing this for a long time have some advice for you. Another thing I would encourage you to do is do internships, apprenticeships, and network as much as possible. 50% of the jobs I've gotten has been from networking with other people, like friends, uh, other coworkers from other jobs, and you being in college, like you can network with other students. Like students, I'm sure you've heard of students who got a job at DuPont or at wherever,